first, let's start off with the state of Kansas. Lawmakers debating some potential changes ahead of the brand new sports betting influx that will be coming on December the 1st. Missouri is going to launch sports betting, of course, in December. Kansas lawmakers are debating whether or not to change their current 10% tax model. Just like everybody else, industry reps say the setup has generated $36 million and growing in revenue. Some critics are arguing that Kansas ranks low nationally and consider alternatives like a single operator model. Looking to make more money in the sports betting universe. Keep an eye on Missouri. We'll see what their taxes look like coming up later this year. All right, now the game in the NFL tonight is a battle out west. All the teams are above 500 in the division. That will probably stop soon. Seahawks tonight, 1.5-point favorites over the Cardinals. Originally, the Cardinals opened up as a favorite, then it went to a pick'em. Now Seattle a favorite tonight, total of 43.5. Let's get a preview with the head coaches, Mike McDonald and Jonathan Gannon, ahead of the West Showdown.
You know, really good preparation the last 3 days. The guys have done a great job trying to get their bodies and minds ready for the game. It's a quick turnaround, obviously, but excited to go hop on the plane here and go play our game tomorrow. But I guess injuries, just so we can preemptive strike this. Josh Jones is he'll be out with an ankle. Nick is doubtful. Zach Charbonnet, Boye, and Bradford are all questionable for the game.
They got a good front. They can rush, and then they're stopping the run at a high level right now. So they're playing in front of the sticks on defense, and they can pin their ears back and rush. And then they got good coverage guys in the back end that make the quarterback hold it. That typically bodes well for your rush. But it's a really good front. Got a big time challenge.
Coming up this weekend, it's the matchup that we've been waiting for. Micah Parsons and his Green Bay Packers get their first crack at the Dallas Cowboys with Parsons in a Green Bay Packers uniform. Parsons, they're limiting his media stuff, as they probably should. He did speak once and once only yesterday. Says there's no extra fuel going into this game. Yeah, right.
Nah, just for me, I just feel like my fuel's always been trying to be the best player. And, when you got a good team and you got to beat them and you got to show up in a primetime game, this is the moment that you got to be your best player for yourself, for your team, and, everyone there.
How do you make it just another game? I mean, them trading you was the biggest story of the year in the NFL. How do you personally make it just another game?
Well, I just personally, just knowing me, once the game starts, who's going to be worried about any trade? It's just me against them 5 men in front of me, you know what I mean? And then we got one common goal, and that's to win the football game. And how we win the football game is winning the line of scrimmage and affecting Dak and how good he's been playing this year. So I think, the fans, the media is going to get off on the pre-draft, the hype and all that. But once the game's, ain't no one talking about the trade. We talking about winning a football game.
All right, now let's get to the Baltimore Ravens. They take on the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend, and they're going to be without their defensive tackle, Nnamdi Madubuike. He is out with a neck injury. He has over 21 sacks since the start of 2023. Their defensive tackle is ill afford to be lost by the Ravens, as they can't stop anybody thus far on defense. Here's John Harbaugh on replacing Madubuike this week.
More about Nnamdi's situation. I mean, you concerned this may be a long-term thing?
Well, yeah, I would say I am concerned about it, but I'm not really in a position to comment on it right now. I haven't been given the okay to comment on it at this point. So he's not going to play this week, I can tell you that. And we're going to have to see going forward when they know what they need to know.
John, we noticed there were 2 defensive linemen added to the practice squad today. Are you concerned with the other guys that missed today might be not available, Travis Jones or Broderick Washington? Anything's possible. I'm not per se, but they're nursing some things. We're only less than 48 hours out from the end of the game, so that's. I have a good feeling about those guys, but we'll have to wait and see.
Titans made a trade yesterday. Jarvis Brownlee Jr. was dealt to the Jets for a 7th-round pick, as the Tennessee Titans trying to figure out how to get better, maybe with picks this season. Also, offensive or outside linebacker Nolan Smith is going to be out a couple of weeks, of course, with a strained tricep on the Philadelphia Eagles. Tonight in college football, we have one game. It is Army against East Carolina. ECU 4.5-point favorites, total 52.5. and a half. This is the lone game on the college football slate tonight. The Cleveland Guardians have taken first place all by themselves. They beat the Tigers 5-1 yesterday, and their run continues. Tanner Bibby, 6 innings pitched, just 1 earned run. And Cleveland, with a couple of more wins, not only can make the postseason, but clinch the American League Central. They're the hottest team in baseball, and Stephen Vogt, the manager, with a great shot to win the Manager of the Year, talked about their performance yesterday.
Flaherty was outstanding as well. He sharp breaking balls, putting his fastball wherever he wanted, and looked like George was just looking to get something in the air with a runner on third, less than 2, exactly what you're trying to do, and got the breaking ball and didn't miss it. So really cool moment for George. It electrified this awesome crowd that we had tonight, got everybody's energy into it, and yeah, good thing we added on and bullpen did what it did.
What do you say about your defense tonight?
I mean, we talk about the defense every night, and it's not enough. The double plays, the line drive by Manzo, the sliding play by Hosey, where we still almost turned that double play. I mean, Rocchio stretched like a first baseman and still almost turned it. And they just continue to make great plays behind our pitching. And, we take for granted the routine plays that these guys make because they make them look routine, and they're not. They're a lot of fun to watch.
And the American League Central now coming down to the wire with Cleveland, not only the odds-on favorite, but the heavy favorite to win the division. Minus 750 over on the FanDuel Sportsbook. You see the record there, but Cleveland owns the tiebreaker, so it looks like with a couple more wins, they'll win the division. Same could be said for the Seattle Mariners. How about them winning the West against the Rockies yesterday? First time since 2001. And welcome Cal Raleigh to the 60 home run club. That's correct. 6-0. 1 away from Roger Maris and an outside shot to catch Sammy Sosa's 66. Incredible season for Cal Raleigh, the catcher of the Seattle Mariners. Yankees beat the White Sox 8-1, and they're closing in on the American League East because the Blue Jays keep losing to the Red Sox. So this could come right down to the final day of the season as well. The Blue Jays 90-68, the Yankees 90-68. So get ready for a fantastic finish coming up this weekend. All the Sunday games, by the way, begin in baseball at 3 o'clock Eastern. The Mets are also going to need some wins this weekend in Miami. They keep losing as well. They lose to the Cubs 10-3 yesterday and could be on the outside looking in, except for the fact that the Reds lost yesterday to the Pirates and Paul Skeens, who finished the season with a 1.97 earned run average. The Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks, so the Diamondbacks are still on the outside looking in. Cubs, of course, got the wild card along with the Padres. The final spot will go to either the Mets, the Diamondbacks, or the Reds, unless the Marlins pull off a miracle. I know it's not going to happen.